Today in this video, we're going to look at ways that you can increase your revenue without having to increase the amount of people coming to your checkout. Now, this isn't going to apply to every business. This is predominantly going to apply strongly to e-commerce businesses. So if you're selling products through your website, then this is something that is going to help you. Now, if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll know that I always bang on about these three letters, A, T, and C. This one is attention, this one is traffic, and this one is conversion. Attention, very quickly, is usually in the form of content. It can be marketing, advertising, it can be media, lots of different things that you put out onto the internet to get people's attention. And then the goal is to bring them to, in this case, your website in the form of traffic. So first of all, first point for this video is make sure you're monitoring the amount and the percentage of people that come from your various channels. So Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, could be through email, could be through Google Ads, could be through organic search. Monitor and manage the amount of people, the percentage of your traffic, where it comes from. That's the first thing, because you've got to understand what's working, what's pulling people in and what isn't. But today we're specifically focusing on revenue, increasing revenue at this point here. We're actually looking at the point of conversion. That's where we're going to spend our time today. So once we've got people to the website and then people then add things to their cart, they then arrive at the checkout. But it still doesn't guarantee the sale when they arrive at the checkout. And so really this day and age, this has to be in place. And if it isn't, then you just got to get to it. You got to get it done, right? And that is an abandoned cart sequence. Abandoned cart sequence will make sure that we have another attempt at bringing people back to the checkout, even when they have not actually transacted with you. Now, there are many reasons why somebody won't follow through on the sale and the purchase. Number one is that they get disrupted, they get interrupted, and they have to go and do something else, so they don't follow through with the purchase. Another is their phone died, or their laptop died, or whatever else that they were using ran out of battery, and that cut the process off. Another is that it was sort of wrong time that they were shopping, so they had to go back to what they were doing. Could be like walking the dog, could be in the coffee queue, could be looking after the kids. They might have just ran out of time. And another reason why is because they aren't quite convinced yet. They like the idea of the product, but they're not fully on board yet. And so we can use the abandoned cart sequence not only to remind people to say, hey, look, we got this here. Remember this product you wanted? Come and get it if you want it. But we can also further educate, and we can further incentivize the reason why that person should come back. For example, hey, not sure what happened, but you had these in your basket. They're still there for you if you want them. Educate. What people sometimes don't know about our products is that they are completely sugar-free, or they are completely made with sustainable materials, or we make it all ourselves, or whatever the pull is that maybe they don't know from an education point of view, and then incentivize. So if you did want to come along and complete that purchase, this might help you. There's an extra 5% if you use this code. So if we can get all that together, then we have a pretty good chance of increasing the amount of revenue that we achieve through our online e-commerce shop by putting this abandoned cart sequence in. Now, this isn't just one email. This, I would recommend between 1 and 4 emails that go out over the course of about 48 hours. Now, there are things that you can do after that to help nurture that person if they have not yet bought. We'll save that for another day. And that is something that's going to help you. There is one more thing in this video that I'm going to talk to you about. At the point of conversion, somebody has their item or their items, and they are ready to part ways with their hard-earned cash in exchange to own that item. There is an opportunity there for what is called an upsell. Now, I know a lot of people know what an upsell is, but are you using them in the best possible way? Now, this day and age, we can plug and play with certain widgets and apps that will help, particularly on a Shopify store, to show what products go well with other products. Now, that's a great start, but we can be more specific, we can be extra acute and thoughtful about what we present and how we present upsells. Yes, certain products might go well with others. Yes, certain products might be, hey, when people buy this, they also buy this. And we can get that data and we can automate that through these apps. But one way that I see a lot of our clients, or we do for them, working really, really well, that I think might work well for you, is thinking, what other problem can I solve from my products and services that they either already have or that they have now at the point of purchase? For example, let's say I'm talking about a t-shirt. Somebody comes through and buys a t-shirt. Great, I could say these trousers go well with this t-shirt, of course. I could recommend other things that would look good in that combo, and that's a very sensible thing to do. But I also might think about what other problems they might have now that they have achieved the solution of buying a t-shirt, because they came to solve that solution. They wanted something to wear. And that might be something that they can wear when it's cold. So now you've got your t-shirt, great for the summertime, great for when you're indoors, but what about when you step outside the house? Now, it doesn't have to go with that t-shirt, does it? And I think that's the key thing. This isn't a one-dimensional streak of logic. This is thinking, what else can I give this person? It doesn't have to be related to the product that they've actually come to buy. It could be something that complements, or in this case, solves another problem. If this person has come to you for t-shirts, somebody else is getting paid for their coat. Think about that. Another company is getting paid by that person for their coat. So whether you have coats, jackets, jumpers, there is something that you can pitch then to then become the company that they pay you instead for the coat, the jacket, whatever it is that they wear in the cold, right? So thinking like this, I know that's an interesting example, maybe not the clearest or most obvious, but there can be other things that you might be able to solve, other problems that you can solve that that person either still has or may have just created by buying one of your products. Another example, let's say we're selling coffee and somebody has just bought some coffee. Well, do they have a mug that they can drink that coffee in? That's a very easy upsell. And at the point of upsell, not only do we think about logical combinations, we think about other products that we can bring through, but we also think about an incentive at this point too. Now, if you'd like to take us up on this offer for this coat, for this mug, whatever it is, buy it right now through a click of a button, and you will receive a £5 discount or a 10% discount that is only valid right here, right now, with this upsell opportunity. Now, if this seems like quite a lot of work, you can see and you can understand how it's going to work for your business. You can think, yeah, God, that would be great, wouldn't it? I'd love to be able to offer that, but I just don't know where to start. Then we need to have a conversation, because this is one of the things that we can do for our e-commerce clients, is help to build this out. Make sure that the abandoned cart sequence not only goes out at the right time, in the right way, with the right stuff in it, but has a very compelling and interesting subject line and preview line that will actually get those emails opened. To make sure that these upsells are formatted in the right way, so that you've got the right app working for you and you've got the right strategy behind that product placement. Yes, getting it started is absolutely going to help you bring in more money. However, once you get to that point, you can optimize and accelerate the performance of that upsell. And if you'd like to really go for it and become like as resourceful as you possibly can with the attention, or most definitely with the traffic that comes to your site, and most definitely with people who come to the cart to pay you money, then these are the things that you're going to have to put in place, because people's time is their most precious asset, and it's becoming less and less easy for them to have spare time to do this. They are doing it quickly, they might not have made their mind up straight away, so this can also help nurture the relationship between you and that customer, and it stops, or at least it guards against, other companies, your competitors, coming in and getting to those people in between the time that they came to you and the time they purchase. Someone else would come in, turn their head, and all of a sudden, because they've got a better nurture sequence, or they're reminding people more often, they get the sale and you don't. So I hope this helps. There is so many more things that we can dive into here, but this is a real overview. Please do ask any questions that you might have in the comments, and I'll look forward to seeing you again in the next video. See you later.